In ancient times, the sacred mountain was sealed by the dwarf deities with 5 powerful...
Let's skip that boring part and let's dig into business. I need your help.
Hey, where am I? This is a bit different from what I visited earlier.
Hey, come here quick.
Oh, me?
Yes, you.
How dare you to interrupt my story? I am the mountain.
Well, as I was saying, this is the Misty Mountain and has 2 things about it. One, it's filled with golds and diamonds.
And there is some kind of weird magic. What was the last part?
Instead, you can mine any dwarf streams, and all you need is a pickaxe.
Any dwarf streams?
Hello. How are you everyone doing? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good day, and good night to yourself, wherever you are. Hope that you're having an amazing day. It's Friday, last day of the week, and we're about to start the Underground Master. And hey, Gibbous, how are you doing today?
Hey, Bruno. Sorry. Hey, Bruno. Hello, everyone. Yeah, good.
You can tell that Gibbous has been streaming a lot these days. Even the voice is like too much. And by the way, if you don't know,
it's cold outside. It's that because.
But what I want to say is that Gibbous decided his own channel. So please do let me get you the link for his channel. So please put a follow there, as he's going to stream other things besides the pickaxe master as well. He's going to start to do some really cool stuff on Vox Edit and trying to get some tutorials for you. I think that's I think by the end of the stream we should get there just to give an insight on what you're doing over there.
Also, I think I would do like how to use Blender for renders for Vox Edit or something. It's free software. Yeah. So.
Yeah, we were discussing, and I remember Gibbous saying that he wanted to do some more type of tutorials and stuff like that. But yeah, well, let's cover that by the end of the stream.
Yeah,
so
of course.
When you have more members that have joined already, so we can spread the word to everyone. And
no need.
Take a quick look, and we got Wicked U2 here, Fred and Ferd, the escape room artists. Welcome everyone. How you doing? Today is Friday. I hope you had an amazing week, that you're ready for the weekends. And I know that you have right here. Probably, I don't know. Have you opened it during the week?
No, I did not. Complete surprise for me. I didn't watch even the streams. Didn't manage to catch them. But I'm really intrigued to see. I see like the thumbnail, and I'm already excited to see what's there. Yeah. I don't know. Should we go in?
Yeah. Let's just add real fast like this. Music. Oh. Now you're ghost Gibbous.
All right, yeah. So yeah, I've been trying to like some things on the OBS, and as it seems, I screwed a lot. Why is that?
That's transparency. Most likely, and probably, and for sure, that's transparency because I can see through. I can see game makers right through you.
This should be transparency, but I
there you go.
One.
Then it should be something else.
All right. I figured it out.
There you go.
Yeah. So the settings, I have to spend more time to learn them.
Every program, every trick. And I have to say, I've been here before. I was in this map yesterday because I wanted to take some screenshots to be able to show. And on today's post at Twitter, we got some screenshots over there. So this is Fred and Ferd that they decided to take away. They would clean all the quadrants, but now it seems it's already filled in. And I was looking into those type of cybernetic blocks, and I discovered something that they're using right here. Can you notice a pattern into those red and blue blocks that they put on the
When
axis?
You said it, yes, it's every 5 blocks.
Yep, I did not notice. I was like, okay, maybe they were going into some type of futuristic type of thing. But after watching the stream from Fred and Ferd and seeing the way that designed it, it's like, oh, this is just a grid for them to know where's what. So this is actually a very cool and smart way to do things. Honestly, I never thought of something like that, but basically they just put a grid. They put it a blue and then 4 reds and then again another blue. So they know that's 5 in 5 blocks. So in terms of measurements, it's Fred and Ferd ruler. Yep, basically that's a real-time ruler that you have on the map if you're building, just to know where things are. Very nicely done. And welcome, Roxy Miguel. Welcome, VFox. How are you today? We are just starting to stream here the Underground Master, which is a collaborative contest run by the Pickaxe Master and OUTR Studios. And this is a very unique type of event because right here, what we have a 1x1 that has been opened 2 weeks ago. We are getting closer to the end of week 2, so it's going to end on Sunday, but we still have Crafter and Caratros to enter. We still got OG Shakespeare and Maddox to go in as well. And I believe that's also Batman and King of Crypto are still missing their run on their map. So there's probably 3 more streams for the end of week 2. And this is what it's all been built. I think that only Fred and Ferd only did their second time here. The organization is huge. Yes, you should have things organized. There's so many things that I like about it.
This
of
is
what's
so
been
cool.
built here. Yeah, this is really
I like
cool.
it so much. This fire and ice, fire and water thing that's happening inside right here. Like, it's like, yeah.
And even with the green, the color palette going right there from red, green, blue, it feels like you have the elements over there. So the only team that has not did anything in the outside, it was Maddox and OG Shakespeare. And I'm quite curious what they will do also on the outside, just to see what's going to be or come up with the final layout of the outside. Now, we did got some requests here. Usually, usually I ask all the teams by the time they end the stream there's a private tab between that team and OUTR Studios and Pickaxe Master, so that they can tell us like if there's any struggle, there's any feedback. There's just a private chat between all the teams. And what we do say is that by the time that you're ending your stream, since it's only 2-hour limited, and we also provide 2 hours by Friday, we use these 2 hours not only to give some time to talk about what every team has built, but also to help a little bit with some requests. Sometimes like this is a speed build and people want to focus on bigger things, but there's like this small thing that still needs to be fixed, but they did not get the time while they were working on their stream. So what we want to do is to provide some extra support with the 2 hours that we've been also given. So probably we should start with one of the quadrants and just review them.
Yeah, I'm looking at the Discord, and in what order should we go? Like,
Oh, it was only Fred and Ferd that actually asked us, and we got basically the permissions there. They could not post pictures to show where it was the reference, so I got that on my DMs. So we got Fred and Ferd team asking to add some. Let me check here. So adding some boulders and rocks into the walls to break up the Minecraft type of look. Something that you're very, very experienced on. And I got here the screenshot. Let me share that one with you. But
should I fix like these holes? Or is this like some kind of reminder, or maybe some how it's called?
It could be. I saw that King of Crypto and Batman, they left some places with different type of stones as a reminder to do something else there. So we did not get. I don't know. I would leave it like that. It's only three blocks. It does not take much time to fix it.
All right. So I think it's probably I should be mad at me.
Why? Why should you be mad at
We
yourself?
need wines.
Oh, we need vines. Yeah. But those are we're going to add those by Monday. So by Monday, there's going to be new assets that are going to be added by OUTR Studios and by Pickaxe Master. So there's been some requests about, and OUTR Studios did one asset, which is a change of layer. So it's an asset that is on level 0 and it goes up to level 1. We've seen Fredenfurt do that manually, but they'll be able to have one asset that actually does that and has everything snapped again, and it's like a ramp, exactly. And it will be working way faster and way easier to do like that. We also know that there's going to be other type of OUTR Studios assets that they're adding. I don't think it was there. I sent you the screenshot, by the way, of the place.
Oh, sorry.
No worries. And before we start to construct, I would go in play mode and just go around with what everyone has built, and just give some feedback, and let's just look at what the teams have been doing. We got Beasting over here. Hey. We got OUTR Studios. We're just talking that you're about to add on Monday new assets here, and I was giving the preview of that very first one that you talked about, which is the ramp going from one level to the second level. And then I'm not sure if I can share it. I know that there's going to be a second one which is going to complement all that underground kits from OUTR Studios, and it's a really cool one, by the way. It's one that they do not have yet, that I feel like it's going to be very, very useful. So I'm really excited to see how everyone will use it. And I see that you want to go over there to review the rest of Fredenfurt's map, but can you go back up to their quadrants? You just have to die and go to the respawn. Okay. Maybe from there we can go into... I think... No, we have to go to the other one. To the other block. To that other block.
Oh,
so
maybe...
not the one on the edge, but the one... Yeah, that part. There you go. Now we nailed it. So this is Fredenfurt's quadrant right here, and they decided to go with something different. So we got King of Crypto and Batman to go into more like wasteland, lava type of feel. Now we got here Characters and Crafter going into some more water nature elements, and having like that headquarters of studying geology. I don't know what that headquarters would be.
Sorry.
And we got here Fredenfurt with a much more green natural type of look, at least in the upper side. Oh, we went in first player.
Just
this looks like Minecraft right now. So
actually,
much.
Yeah. Whoa, this jump looks so much harder.
There you go. Well, it's actually easier to watch everything else. Yep, this is everything with pretty much a lot of water elements right here. And for Fredenfurt, we got a much more type of green nature elements. We know that they did a well, and I would go, which is almost, yeah. And watch out for that bridge. That's going to explode. You can see where.
Oh, all right.
They put an invisible wall.
Yep.
For you to fall. Okay. Okay, you really want us to fall over there. So let's try to do as they intended. I would go there, fall like they're asking us to do, because clearly they don't want us to go through there. Try to jump. Okay. And wow, we're free falling. Oof. Okay, I think that this part is still not completed, but it looks like they want us to fall from there. So my wild thoughts are: you fall, you're trying to go to the bridge, you fall.
This is very like when the walls are up, it looks completely different. Like
watching from the upper side. So I believe that you should fall on that center with lava. That's, or maybe not. I don't know.
Maybe
Let's see.
Now.
But But yeah, I believe that what they want us to do is to fall and then go from here all the way to the top, because I remember seeing a place where we have some ladders. So there's a ladder there. That way we can go to this level. Then we cannot reach the second part, or can we? Oh, we can. Perfect. And I know that they placed some they used the OUTR Studios assets to put as some ladders. And I've seen that with the well they built over there. So there they are, those stairs. But probably that's just oh, so you're going all the way through. Go, go, go. Jump. Jump, jump, jump. Oh. Oh, maybe that's just a teaser. I did not notice that there was a keep out sign there. And we have those assets. Did you already notice that there was a keep out?
Yep. But
okay. We go all the way up. We keep going on. I don't think. Oh. Huh. I don't know if this is like a fast track to escape. We can go from there. I think that if we fall down from that part, we can still place ourselves in there. It isn't finished, says Fredenford. In that place above the keep, out, we plan to make one of 2 social hubs. Okay. Yeah, basically here, it seems like you should also avoid from falling. I don't know if you can actually climb all the way from there. But this is looking very cool. Oh! Can you try to go? No? Oh, maybe this is just for decoration. Oh, you're inside. No, any way to climb it?
Jump. Yeah, searching for it, maybe.
Maybe no. Maybe this is just... I think it's looking really good.
In first-person player, it's really, really strange.
It's
I'm
different.
like not used at all to this.
There will be parkour there. Haven't got to it yet. Okay. So let's just keep going up to the top. But we can see the general idea. Oh, it's closed. You cannot go over there. I would say that you have to go to the lava now, so you can get up top again. Oh, I see some lava and choop. There we go. Perfect. Respawn back. Okay, so this is Fredenford quadrants. We can see that there's still stuff being built. And let's take a look into the next quadrant. And I would start right over here into Carrot Rose and Crafter. I believe that they did not do their second stream for week 2 yet. And let's look from there. Let me just phrase this. So you're watching Fredenford. They did 2 streams. So that's 4 hours. All of that you've seen, it was built with 4 hours. Here at Carrot Rose and Crafter quadrant, there were 2 hours only. All of this was built in 2 hours. King of Crypto and Batman, they also did only 2 hours. So you're watching, all of these things were built in under 2 hours. And so if we sum up, when we got OG Shakespeare and Maddox also that did 2 hours. So there's a total of 10 hours spent on this map. Everything was speed built. Look what you can advance with 10 hours of work. And one of the things that we would like to do in the final week, or when you wrap up this competition, we are asking for the VOD files for every stream that has been done. With that, we want to keep all these videos so we make some sort of time lapse of the progression of the construction of the map throughout the 6 weeks, which means that 4 teams streaming 2 hours per week during 6 weeks, it will be a total of 60 hours into this map. And the goal is to show like how much can you build in 60 hours, and then make it like, okay, if you build 1 hour per day for 2 months, you would be able to do a map similar like this. And it show like, okay, this is how easy it is to build on the sandbox. you can spend 1 hour per day, just try to do the best you can, and if you keep doing for 60 days, 60 hours total, you will be able to reach something similar to this type of quality. So I think it will be also a great showcase for everyone else in the future trying to build on the sandbox and trying to answer that question, how hard it is, how much time does it take? And this will be a good example to show what can be done under 60 hours, for example, or with 60 hours. Now here we got King of Crypto and Batman, and I love what they did here with the lava and what they're trying to do with. It feels like there's a lot of places. There's a lot of I'm lacking the words right now. There's not involvement, but there's yama words. I don't know. I just like it. I'm trying to find what was the best word for this. But the scenario with the lava wasteland, it's pretty much there. Pretty much nailed it. So this is everything that we've seen from the top. Can we go up there? They placed some houses. I just wanted to have what it looks from there. They already placed some blocks, I see. Some boulders. So we got some of the houses right here. This is actually, can we look at the neighbors from here? Yeah, this is pretty cool. And by the end of week 3, they will be able to merge land or just to make some connection so that it feels more like, now it feels pretty much 4 different quadrants, like it's different, 4 different areas, 4 different zones, totally different areas. By the end of week 3, what we want to see is those connections between all of the lands. So it does not feel like it's 4 quadrants, but it feels more connected overall. Gibbage, what do you say we look into the first layer in the ground? I think you can jump from there. There's like a space for the social hub. Let's see if you can.
Oh.
I was not expecting that.
Yeah, lava is hot.
Up the scaffold. Parkour on scaffolding by Fred and Ferds. Roxy Miguel. Why not by Roxy? Well, it will be by both of you.
King of Crypto is like hot. And
he decided to continue there. The lava flow. Like I was telling you, here, it's a reference to build something afterwards because there's a path in here. And something that I remember seeing on King of Crypto and Batman. What's that?
It's good.
Ooh. Oh, there's someone lying there.
Giant sleeping.
Holy God. One of the things that they took time to see is about the player camera. So when you're going, and we have not noticed that building underground, it is some sort of challenge because everything gets really narrow. But what Gibbage has a lot of attention to, and I saw also King of Crypto paying attention to that as well, is for you to create tunnels and caves that are at least large enough for you to navigate easily with your mouse. So you have the camera, you can see it perfectly, and that's something you always should take in consideration because that's directly tied up with the player comfort. Is the player able to move the camera effortlessly in the map? Does it struggle with camera angles in any part of the map? If you get answers like, okay, yeah, I see like the camera here is struggling, there's an answer. The player will probably not appreciate it as well. So you want to get into that comfort zone. Tall ceiling, happy camera. That's right. And there's a threshold on what's too tall and what's the bare minimum. So from the caves that we used to do, I think that you want generally to have something with a high ceiling for the galleries. Now, going in between one gallery and the other gallery, you could narrow it down and get those ceiling a bit closer. But it should not be too much, otherwise it could create some sort of claustrophobic feeling. And you don't want that as well. So, Gibash, how much would you suggest that would be a happy, the desired toll of the ceiling to have some good camera?
So let's use some examples. So 2
Mhm.
blocks of height, right? So maybe
That
this is
is
not bad, like, but probably if you play all game like this, it like half of your screen is like
with a head.
yeah, with the head. So 2 blocks are probably too low to be average. Maybe somewhere it's all right, but probably if you do everything like that, probably not all right. Now 3 blocks, all right. So it feels like a room, yeah, like we in house we're living. So we have about 1 meter above our heads, and it feels really, I think, all right, but it feels a bit claustrophobic because I played a lot of Minecraft, so I don't notice that. But I really see once you want to have more space, so adding more blocks on the ceilings is really helpful. And for example,
4.
if we add to 4, like you can hardly see the ceiling. But probably the key is when you are like going down or going up. Like for example, right here, so we have 3 blocks, all right?
3 blocks.
Yeah, and if we go 1 lower, it starts to lower. As you can see now, we have, well, it's still 3, but basically it's 3.
It feels like you have more.
Yeah, it feels like you have more, but actually it's still like 3 or 4 blocks. So 3 to 4 blocks, I think, is the from 3 to 5. I think, yeah, from 3 to 5 is a safe to say that, yeah, from 3 to 5 is the gold spot. For example, right here where you are going down, so it's natural that you like are looking down, all right, and for that you need more height on the ceiling. As you can see, if I'm looking like into this angle and going to this corner, the camera is going in closer, and if I go, it's just furthers from the player. So just probably going down or up, especially probably down, you have to add a little bit of more ceiling, not to have, like this thing that we have, like right around here. You can see at the top of the screen there is like block protruding sometimes.
And
Like,
for example, on galleries, I see that. Would you say that 3 to 5 blocks would be for passages, for tunnels, and then, for example, you enter a big room? On a big room, like
no, for a big room, like for example, right here we have 2, 4, 6, 8. For big room, it's 8. All right. So if you want to have a high, so go more than 5 blocks, and you will find that probably like 8 is so yeah, probably from 3 to 5 is just a room, and from 5 to probably 10 it's a big room, like, yeah.
and exceeding that, it's already like it's an area. It's like its own specific.
Yeah.
For
Like,
example, we have
right now, like this is a area. This is like a spot. This like we have some height. We can jump and still have some blocks around. But right here, well, it's narrow. Right here, we have it narrowed down, and it really feels like a little pathway. Like, and it has 3 blocks, and it also, as you can see, is from 3 to 4 wide. So it's like a cube of passage. But yeah, going down, you always want more of blocks. So as you can see, yeah, sometimes it's still those blocks, but probably it depends on how you angle the camera. And going up is easy, I think, with the camera. So
because
even,
you always have room to look up.
yeah, but right here we have 2, 4, 5 blocks right here. But yeah, well, the height, I think, from 3 to 5 and up is a bigger room. Like right here, we have 4,
3.
3. And if we are going to a bigger room, now it's 4. All
Now
right,
it's
it
4.
it's already feels bigger. Like only the height changed, but yeah. What else? Well, so let's go to even bigger.
I think that going into in the center where there's waterfall as well, there's like that's way bigger over there. So if you join again to the center part, yeah,
Right
like
here,
for example here,
we have like probably 2, 4, 6 blocks.
it already feels way bigger with that taller ceiling, and the camera is also way happier. You sense you have more freedom to look around and to have more background around you. So the higher it is the ceiling, the better the camera will move around, right?
In a sense, because for example, 3 blocks or 4 blocks, 4 blocks of height, almost 4, like this part right here.
This is from OG Shakespeare and Maddox.
And it feels spacey. Like I can jump. It feels like it's not too narrow. And that is 4 by 4.
What happens over there? I don't believe we went there.
Actually, yeah, this is new. So
this is new.
This is probably the part where King of Crypto and OG Shakespeare's land meets.
Oh, that's Maddox and OG Shakespeare sneaking into King of Crypto and Batman lands.
Yeah, I'm still learning all of these names. So yeah, I'm really interested to see like all the streamers at least once how they are building. It's really. I hope I will succeed in that.
Well, one thing that we always tell is when anyone goes live here, is that when you make a post on Twitter and you tag us, so we know that you're streaming on that hour, that day, and also that we can share it on our socials as well. And this is looking pretty good. I think we've covered about that trick and tip about how tall should it be when you're asking yourself how tall should be my ceiling. It will depend. Do you want to make the player like it's too narrow, which means you cannot navigate your camera, which will some sort of it will oblige. Is oblige a word? I want to make an obligation. Like he's obliged to just go forward. You don't have much room to look left and right, and I think you're stuck.
Yep. So I will try to find this place that we.
I think it was over there, right where you are.
Right here.
But to the left. I think it was there. Let me also look here.
I'm looking at the screen and
no. Oh, actually, no. This is in a different place.
This is interesting. I do not know this map well, and it's impossible. But to find that fast, but it's actually where could it be?
I think it's a bit. It should be around here, but no, it should be below. Maybe. No, it has more room than that. Let's go below. Maybe they changed the tone because of the rocks. Because this was from Fred and Ferd's stream, and then afterwards it went Roxy Miguel to it. And what might have happened? Go to the bottom of the scaffold and look up. Okay, let's go to the bottom of that scaffold that they have. No, this is OUTR Studios Assets, the scaffold that they own built. Okay, here. And look up from there. But you're right in the middle. Let's go to one of the sides. I think it's this area. Is this area Fred and Ferd? This part of the room? I'm not quite sure because it looks very different in the screenshot. Yes, those large open walls. Okay, it was down there actually.
Oh, this is neat. We didn't find
this one
this.
is neat. We did not see this.
Actually,
one.
A lot of places to explore. Maybe it's really fun when you can just probably develop not full land, but a quadrant of it. You can really hide a lot of content in it.
Imagine that you get designed area just to work on, officially. Okay, so I think this is the place. It's this room. No, from there, from that base. So we got all these empty walls, and Fred and Fred asked us like, "Hey, can you guys help us to put some stuff over here?" And I think that we already went through some tips on sealing, and I believe that this stream should be used to help.
Oh, now I see it. Now
teams.
I see it. It's like from here. Okay, all right.
Oh, okay, that's the camera angle. Got it.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I was thinking like this is a horizontal view, but actually it's like
It's a
looking
vertical.
up view.
Oh, okay, I see it as well.
Yeah. All right.
And the difference
So,
that they're in play mode as well.
this place and
Oh,
right this place.
and that, yeah. So try to provide as much tips we can do right here, and
Right. So
this is something that Gibbons is very used to do, and it's basically like he said, like Fred and Fred said, try to take away that blocky type of aspect into the wall. And Gibbons, would you like to go through that? Like, what's your process behind taking the blockiness or creating a much more smooth surface?
So first thing, shadows. All right. So as you can see, looking from down, we can only see the shadow, and if there is a block difference right here, right? But when we are looking from down, we cannot see that. All right. So you have to like think of those like hard contrast lines, and how to make them look not straight. At least that's my way of doing it. And if I find some sort of flat area, I add some blocks just to have that line, that black line. And on top, you can just add more. I will not go that fast. Like, yeah. So
basically what you're saying, you're creating texture.
Yes.
First of
all. Like first of all, I do a terrain texture so that it's already like giving me some idea, some kind of view, like what is this, and then I just add detail. Like I don't know how much of you are looking how artificial intelligence are making those images, but probably very similarly. I just take that and just try to add more detail to it. I don't know.
Well, AI just tries to mimic what we do, so it makes sense.
Yeah.
But I have to say, I like very much that process of first, with let's say that's a blank canvas. It's just a straight wall. So first, what you're adding is just one layer of one block, just to get those contrast lines, which gives and provides texture. Now afterwards, you can create it like a second layer to even create more depth. So that would be a step
For example,
one.
right here, yeah, we can add some depth, some, and it's actually very beneficial to like slow yourself from going add more blocks, like on like to remove like how to say this, like try to do as minimal as possible, probably.
Okay. Keep
Like,
it simple.
Yeah.
And once you look at your blank canvas, just try to add firstly some textures with blocks before even placing some assets to make it more decorated. Use so first use the most basic tool and make it simple. Don't make it too complex. That would be step one. I'm trying to summarize just what the information you're giving me, so we can make also a short clip out of this later. So if you like, recording, check one. Step one, you shoot on your blank canvas, try to get some nice texture, and use the simplest methods of it all. Just blocks, no assets. God damn it. Too many hours working, too less resting and sleeping.
I sometimes joke that sleep is only for weak.
Sleep is overrated, but it's needed. It's needed, and I actually enjoy sleeping.
Oh,
There's some people that hate sleep.
I heard a very funny joke on Twitch. Maybe some of you know a project Stepin, which is a phone app which
Mm-hmm.
rewards you for just going outside and walking.
Mm-hmm.
And basically the joke is, well, the Stepin was good, but what about Slepin?
That's a good one. I know some people that would be rich out of that. Oh, what about slipping? That's so good. I remember seeing like, okay, now you're. It was someone that was joking with play to earn economy. It was like, okay, now you're earning to play, or you're playing and you're getting paid to play. Now you're getting paid to walk. What's going to be next? You're getting paid to eat. You're getting paid to to sleep. Like you're getting paid to breathe. Like everything is going to
Should
be.
they take a breath? Like,
Yeah.
is it
So
a good
that person.
investment?
So that person was joking with that. It's like, okay, what are we going to do? Are we going to tokenize everything right now? And that's that
it
was
looks
funny.
like it goes to that. At least we maybe it's stopping, but at least it seems like we're going to the max, and then we will pull it back a little bit.
What do you mean to the max? Like
we will tokenize everything that we can:
Okay.
water, air, ground, dirt, everything, and then we will see which of those things really
Work.
need a token.
Yeah. Well, we already got tokenized gold and tokenized silver.
Yep.
So pretty sure that they will do most things as well. And I know that there's going to be STOs, so we're going to have companies that are also going to be tokenized. Not only that it's their own token, but it also will be like some sort of equity of the actually company. So that token will be some sort of types of shares, and I think that will revolutionize a bit like the way you see shares as well, the way you see how shares can actually integrate with the company. So for example, right now we have companies that have shares, but you cannot use the share like as a currency. But with crypto, you could have both. You could have crypto as a token currency and as a token share for the same platform. That will be something cool to watch it, actually. So you could have, I don't know, imagine that you have a Disney token, and the Disney token is also a share for Disney, but you can spend Disney money on Disneyland. And voila, there you go. You can use for both. And I'm pretty sure that we're going to see some more cases of that, especially with regulation being adopted by all governments across the world. For example, in Portugal, we did not have a crypto law. Now, for the first time, we're going to have a regulation on crypto law. And I think that adoption of having regulations, it's very good for the ecosystem, very good for the crypto environments overall, for that stuff like we had on Terra, for stuff that we have on FTX, do not happen again. So people do not exploit systems, although like everything that Terra and everything that they did there, it seems like something that would be possible also in the physical world. It would be not something like the banks would do. What? Did we take your own money that you deposit here and use it for something else, and now we lost it and we're bankrupt? Have I seen this with banking? So it's no longer different. People just need to learn like, hey, this does not work. If you're putting your money over there, it should be over there, period. No one should be using your money to try to do risky stuff. Hey, Shakespeare. Yep, same thing. How you doing, fam? Welcome. And by the way, Shakespeare, if you need some help at anything on your quadrants, let us know. This is the time. We got a request by Roxy Miguel and Fred and Ferd just to put some rocky theme here, just to get some assets, to get some decoration on these walls. And hell yeah, we just went through all the quadrants and give a bit of review of what was happening. And now we're getting with the requests just to help with the map. But yeah, it's the same thing. So it's like crypto, at least in my perspective, it just comes like with this flagship of let's change the world. Let's change the world. Bitcoin appeared because, hey, you know what? the way that the financial system is being run, the way that banking is run, like this is no bueno. This is not working well. You're treating the way that governments have power over the money. It's just too much. It's just you own $10, and the government goes like, you know what? We need more money. Let's print more money, and the $10 you had now are worth $5 just because there's more. So crypto with Bitcoins, like, no, we have a fixed. There's 21 million Bitcoins. There's cannot be money printing from nowhere. This is fixed. Either you got it or you don't. It's 21,000 million Bitcoins. It's all there is. And at least that would solve that problem of printing money and inflation because of that. Now, for what has been created of using and leveraging, and so it's pretty much like a bank. So you're putting your money into a CeFi, a centralized exchange, or a CX. Okay. Sometimes I get lost with all these terminations. And you would put your money over there just to have it there saved as a wallet. And then instead of just having your money there as it is, you put one Ethereum on that account, and instead of just having that one Ethereum there, they would use that one Ethereum to buy something else or to trade it for something else, and then they can make some bad business mistakes or decisions, and then it can make it collapse. We've seen that with banking. They made investments that they had no returns. Now they don't have money to pay for the people that put their money in there in the first place, and they have to file bankruptcy. And the people that have put their money there, it's gone, not yours anymore. So we're just breaching the same problem, but into crypto. So be aware what you do. Not your keys, not your money. That's long saying, it's going to be staying.
You're just rhyming like Snoop Dogg.
Sometimes I do one of those. There isn't enough liquidity is a problem. I don't think that not having enough liquidity is a problem. If it's a one-on-one ratio, if you put $1 here and that $1 is there, it has not been spent on something else. Whenever you want to claim it, that same dollar you put there, it should be there.
Probably exactly when you give money to bank and the bank is like taking that money and giving to someone else, it's lack of liquidity.
And for example, what I've seen is like you're collateralizing your own token. So first of all, you print your own token, which is pop. There's a new token. What is worth? Nothing. You just created it. And then you get like, okay, I'm going to airdrop. This token has this utility, blah, 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 whatever. Now, the token, it has a market cap. It has some value. And you go like, oh, this token I just created, now it has a $100 million market cap. And I think my connection got lost. Is it back? Am I back? No.
I don't see you.
No, I'm looking at the camera. There's something wrong here.
I will try to refresh.
Mm-hmm. Nope.
Yeah, but I'm not an economist, so I actually know nothing about these things. I just basically don't like the idea that you can just print more value. And I think that it's just basically many people live like in brainwash that like money is valuable.
Money is whatever you want to be. Like we had a fun fact was like salt was money. Once
So
money is whatever humanity decides it has value. There's a lot of forms of currency.
Once I understand that, I started myself to question. So how is this like important to me? Like and I then understood like I like things that I cannot buy. Like even if I have money, it's basically impossible or very hard to do. Like skills, like information, like it's even if you have money, you could not always have skill to do something. And for me, it's more valuable than money.
Usually, when you have money but you don't have skills, you hide the skills. And by the way,
Yeah,
can you
of
try
course.
that new? Can you try that new link?
Sure. Let's just save it. Yeah, right here.
That's why there will be a digital dollar, because there isn't just enough liquidity for everyone. Instead of bank runs they'll give you dollars on an app. Whatever main bank your country has will have a digital dollar. I do believe in that. So I think I even have a bigger theory on the digital dollar, digital euro, and just digital fiat currencies or national currencies. I don't even know what to call them anymore.
Well, China already did it.
Yeah, I think that there's going to be another thoughts for that, but I think that this is not the place or not the time to do it. And I wanted to go back into what you're doing right there. So you already terraformed that wall in the most simple way possible, which is only using blocks. Now that you got that shape you desired, now you're using some assets, which we have these boulders. And how do you place them? I see that you use a lot of corners.
Yeah, so I actually I use a lot of corners. I like putting them in places where it like like how to say like blocky shapes right here. So I try to like destroy them by adding somewhere some rock, and now only one sharp or two sharp angles are left, and it looks all right. At least it does not look like these stairs of blocks. Other thing, I try to not go all in on one spot. I try to put it gradually over the whole area, like trying to get like a further away view, just to see where is missing or where we need more some kind of shapes to break those stairs. So these like stairs. So first I do surface rocks. So this is our rocks which going away from the wall, basically what I mean. So this one goes away, this one goes with the wall, but yeah, from looking downside it creates some also some shapes.
More texture.
What I want to do, probably also add some blocks on top, so that looking from bottom you can definitely see that there's something different there. There is like texture, block texture, and if you add something like it will break that texture and it will look like less textury. Like yeah, although these block textures are really good.
So basically what you're trying to do is to break the how do you call it, the blankness, break the blankness, I would say. So for example, you have that open space. You can see, for example, between those layers you have some open space, and you see like, okay, that's too much free room there, so let's add some detail there. Break the pattern. Thank you.
Yeah, break the pattern. Basically that's what it is. And you know, people are very good at seeing patterns. So basically you can always think, if you see a pattern, just try to remove it. And probably that's the easiest how I can put it in words, how I do this. So I search for some sort of pattern and try to remove it. Yeah.
If you see a pattern, break it.
But unless it's basically
it's a good pattern.
Yeah, exactly. So repetition, like in music, like if it's total random noise, like random notes, we do not call that music. It's like, it does not sound like music, it sounds like random notes. but once we have some rhythm and some repetition into it, people automatically start to like hear like and say that this is music, even if you give it a few drums in it, like 3 minutes of ambient and then like kick every 8 beats, and it's already sounding like slow, some sort of ambient things. So we people are really interesting on these kind of pattern things. My mother is a psychologist, so probably that's where I like learned a little bit about that. But for me, it helps me build. Yeah, I try to use myself as a player and just to see what is my opinion on that. But probably it's natural. Yeah.
I've forgotten that we can highlight message, and this is so cool. Actually, this function is so cool, and I need to. It's so easy to use. You just have to click on the message.
Yeah.
And it highlights there. I think it's.
And it goes to the screen. Yeah.
It goes to the screen. Yeah, it looks so good. It's so easy to use, actually. Especially for Mukduck, when he's putting like the multiple answers, we just could like, hey, write in one post so I can just show, and it go directly to the screen. Goddamn, we're doing it wrong, man. We still got so much. Learn. We got so much to learn still, just doing this. And Fred and Fred is saying that he's learning a lot just by watching you, Givish, on what you're doing right here, and hopefully this also helps to other creators as well, just to, even if you don't have these boulders, because these boulders were made by Gush and they are used in the Pickaxe Master, there's always the sandbox assets. I know that there's some boulders and some rocks that are from the sandbox items, and it's the same concept. Whatever we do with this, you can do also with those. The only thing is that the color pattern or the color scheme of these boulders that we did, they are closer to these to the blocks that we have on the wall. The ones that Sandbox has designed, the color of these boulders are a bit too bright, and they contrast more. And we did not like that as much.
One thing that I want to also suggest, so you can see like this rock. I don't know how it's good in stream, but I can definitely see that this rock,
they're looking the same.
They are in the same rotation. So I select all of them and just press R to randomly rotate. And if I just go again and don't like some of them positions, I can always like move. But this random rotate is really nice to just have it as a tool to do what we humans are usually bad at. Just like we are like systematic creatures, and probably easier to. I don't know if it's easier. But
it's random. You just make it. If you're trying to break the pattern, there's nothing better to break the pattern as putting it random.
And you're like not using someone's opinion on random, but maybe actual numbers just to give it a random value. Because there is a statistical thing. Like if you ask for people what is their favorite number, so usually people say 7.
Well, 7 is a magical number.
Yeah, but basically it's like statistical. Like people made like a lot of how to say, a lot of research and discovered that like basically we are like biased towards the number 7.
I don't know. Maybe the number 7 calls us for some reason.
Maybe I don't know. But
I believe that numbers, they are some sort of, they're symbols, you know. 2 is a symbol of duality, of yin and yang, yes and no, left or right, day and night. It's a duality,
a trinity.
And number 3, it's a trinity. It has it's a triangle. It's the shape of the triangle, the shape of the pyramid, which is something that's just going into a whole different direction. But yeah, every number, it has its own energy, its own vibe. So
and
I would say that's the 7 for 7. Yeah. For Trinity,
for Trinity is also the best name in like the hottest girl in the Matrix.
Oh, yeah, Matrix, Trinity. Well, Matrix is full of symbolism as well. So Trinity. CR7. Yes, chosen a good number as well. But yeah, number 3 and number 4. 4, it's like square, structure, solid. There's so many things that I don't know that you could be around it. I don't know much about numerology, but I know that numbers, they represent something. They intend to represent not only as something for us to count, but as some sort of energy. Anyway.
All right. One thing that we could also do right here, just to break this from same look, I think would be adding different blocks. But I don't know if we should do that. So maybe just think about it. And do you want to add different color of blocks? But overall, I think it looks quite uneven. I don't want to push it anymore. We can always add more, but
I would leave it like this as well. Otherwise, we're giving it too much advantage, I would say.
So we have 1 hour left, and maybe there is others builders of this competition here who might like.
We did not get. Yeah, we didn't. We helped already Carotros also, and with that building that staircase. Maybe we can advance a bit on that as well. Remember that we are trying to dig the tunnel for Carotros and Crafter. That would link the upper side to maybe we can, I don't know, just explore what we did there. Because I remember we were very tight on time. It was almost barely at the end.
I really like this thing right here. As you can see, these blocks. It's totally, I do not do this, so it's basically not my style at all. But where I noticed it in right here, the straight opposite.
Oh,
so yeah. I like this so much, like water and fire, and the build styles are different. This is just awesome.
Yeah, that's instead of one goes down and this one goes up. I think that's due to the use of the diamond tool, the diamond shape tool.
It might be. Yep.
And by the way, I was thinking, the way you're moving, it almost feels like you're moving into first-person type of camera, the way that you're walking through here. So I think that's camera control in Game Maker is something that everyone struggles. I struggle. I remember Boss Killer struggles. A lot of people that when they're streaming, they also say that they're struggling. So would you have any trick or tip regarding camera movement? Like, how did you get try to imagine the first time that you use Game Maker and you're struggling with camera, and what did you do? How did you do to improve your camera skills and just your way to work and go around the map?
Truly, try to film your experience.
Try to film your experience. Because okay. I see why you're saying that. So basically, we did a trailer. So whenever we start the stream, you can see the trailer, and that was Gibbs being a cameraman. So we had YDeep that helped us to do that trailer, and it was amazing. Basically, we had the whole team there. Like, the whole set was mounted. Everyone there, like, hey, what do we need? We need a new asset. Let's go. So we had the whole team there to film it. And Gibbs was the cameraman. He was taking control. It's like, okay, we need to go steadily from point A to point B and then look to the right to that angle. And we would just go like, zzz, and then look, stop. Okay, it was not good. Repeat. And we stayed like a whole afternoon trying to do all those shots for the trailer from different angles, different perspectives, doing different trajectories, just to shoot different things. So it was very early, I would say, right?
Mm-hmm. And other thing that I do, I use a lot of drone simulators. So I have a controller right next to me. This is a very, very cheap, the cheapest controller you can get. And I learn to pilot drones on the simulator, and I noticed that it really helped me in Game Maker. Basically, my coordination of my mouse is just it's easy for me to connect like movement right and turning after I tried to pilot a drone. I don't know. So that would be my suggestion. At least that helped for me. I feel like it. But
I'm not sure if everyone going to pilot the drone just to get the skills. So I think that the first tip you gave, it's probably the most accurate one because everyone can do it. You have Game Maker. So try to film your experience. Like try to go from point A to point B, or just try to record something that you want to highlight in your experience.
Also, one thing that I would really like to do, maybe I don't know if we will be able to do on Pickaxe Master, but I think of course we do. I want to have a key push like overlay, so you could see what kind of buttons I press, because I press like 3-4 buttons sometimes at a time.
Oh, that would be cool if there was some sort of highlighting the buttons you're pressing.
Yeah, so now I'm pressing 4 buttons in moving mouse. Right.
For example, some exercise of going from point A to point B, but maybe you're just going way super fast.
And the problem, I think that it really goes fast. So basically, we have 2 modes. We have with shift and without shift. Without shift, it's slow, and with shift, it's fast. But it speeds up. Why does it speed up? Why?
It is what
you have a feature. You have a shift button for if you want. I'm just user experience. I should probably open just click. Not this one.
Not that one.
This one, and not this one.
If we got Fred and Fred saying, if you're on a 4x4, it helps. I can imagine. If you're on a 4x4 traveling,
but you have
something different.
Button. You have shift button for that. Like you have 2 modes. True. Like if you want to go fast, go with shift, and if you want to go.
Oh, I don't know if it was my end that broken.
Oh, so probably
okay,
the internet went down for me also.
Okay, that was the reason. It froze. I was not sure what was happening. Hey,
Fred also saying you can even scroll to have it faster. So I really don't see any benefit of having this like speeding up.
Like, maybe they will change it in the future. We never know. But
of course.
But just as a tip, try to film your experience. Try to make some sort of trailer, some walkthrough of the game on editor. And by the time that you get that image that you want, you'll probably have improved your skills with handling the camera. 9A, 7A, it froze, we know. And welcome. How are you doing today? Right, this is Carrotros and Crafter quadrants.
Yeah, I'm trying to put this all into my head and just think of how can we connect it.
I think we already connected. I see that pathway. It does seem a bit narrow.
Yeah, I think the same. So let's try just to widen it up. And basically, how I do this, I just look how much space I have around it, and just remove to that side where you can remove it. Because sometimes
you have plenty.
Yeah. Sometimes you get into a situation where you have room next door, and you basically have to make one room smaller if you want to make other room bigger. And I really noticed this in the early stages of Pickaxe Master building, but later on, when you start to like really get know the place, it's way not maybe easier, but much more efficient, because you like at least one step ahead of yourself, that you know that if you want to like what I'm probably to say that if you are struggling with cannot remove blocks because there is a room on the other side, so probably just don't worry about that. Probably, yeah, the best probably suggestion, because probably just sticking on the problem and not knowing what to do is worse.
Sometimes it's paralyzing. You don't know what to do. You freeze.
All right, so I see we have some dirt right here, so I will probably expand a little bit on that. I really like adding structure with color, so that like it's like layers or some sort of like layers that you could see like going inside the cave. Like, oh, there is a dirt layer right here, and it just like obviously you can see that it's like
Connected to the water.
something like that.
It makes sense. And it does feel more spacey. It's the same thing we were discussing earlier. Making the camera feels good for the player. And that's important to pay attention to. Not sure what's that.
Yeah, this is just gaps of
land. Not sure what's that intended to be.
Yeah, but we will. I think I will remove a little bit more mass from here. Oh, let's keep it in free. And we will add some pathway to. So basically, our idea was to add a pathway to right here somehow.
I have to look. I have to look what he asked in the first place. Okay. So it was the blocks on the stairs in the underground, the upper tunnel in the waterfall, and that's those two things. So the upper tunnel in the waterfall. So the waterfall, it should be near the center of the map. That's where it happens, the waterfall. So if we're talking the tunnel, it should be from the center of the map down there. So connect this part into the upper part, I would say. But this one already has some. It has some stairs. So it has a ladder, not stairs. Sorry. So I would not go probably from there.
Why not? It actually looks quite, I think.
But there's no passage between that zone and the upper side, right?
Only in right this waterfall.
But we cannot reach there. I think that's what they're actually asking, is to make a path. Let me see if it's a pathway or a tunnel.
All right.
Yeah, blocks on the stairs in the underground, upper tunnel in the waterfall. So supposed to be like some sort of tunnel that goes from that part of the waterfall going up. And it feels like it should be around that area. There's a lot of empty room there, and there's a lot of space to connect those two. Okay, you're making some sort of route of where to go?
Just thinking about straight line, just first figuring out the shortest way, and now just thinking how can I like add probably all of this. You know what? Let's do it like so. So we know that our entrance is like right there. So let's take a sphere.
What I was thinking is, what way could we make that tunnel all the way down there, but also having or thinking on how to use OUTR Studios assets? So probably going down, having for example, just a pathway to have one of those, and then going again down. So it's not always going down, like it's just. So when you have too many steps, your avatar is just like talk, 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 talk. It does not stabilize the camera. And having a part that's just a plane, that's just straight, it will stabilize the camera. Yes. What do you think about it?
Yeah, I'm just not sure what angle should we use of the OUTR Studios to make that.
Oh, we should not angle. We use them like in a plane. We have some sort of stairs into this area, and we put one of those, like a corridor. And at the end of that corridor, it will continue to go down, and then we put another corridor. We just keep going like that. Hey, OUTR Studios is here in the house, and we're just talking about how could we use some of their assets while making a stair and connecting these two places, from down there on the waterfall all the way up here to the map. And
all right, so probably
suggestion I was about to make is to make some sort of stairway and then a pathway that we use the OUTR Studios asset. Then again, stairway, another path, and just go between these two.
All right, let's try to do that. So the upper part. So now probably let's figure it out. The exit.
Probably from here.
Okay,
that corner.
So yeah, let's take this corner. So let's also look at.
And I have to say, carrot roast, crafter. We're sorry if this is not actually what you meant for us to do.
Yeah.
Did you saw the way that Shakespeare used to snap those? So he did not use the grid on the ground, but he used actually the blocks that were on the wall to snap it.
Yeah. So, I still not completely used the.
Place it like that, yeah.
And then you snap just it in half.
Now you try to snap it like that. If it snaps like that, then yeah, then it's all snapped as well, because you should have at least one of those in the corners. Now you can just dig it up. There you go. And actually, I like that a lot. That way of OG Shakespeare of snapping the assets. I think that the grid on the ground, it's good for you to use when everything is empty. But if, for example, Shakespeare, he did not want to empty everything to place the assets. So what it is like, okay, I'm going to place it on the wall, snap it on the wall, and just dig like in between where it's actually put it there. So we have already had one of those OUTR Studios assets. So from there, okay, maybe we can put two as well, and then we would make a staircase, and from there go up, and then again use another corridor. And we keep going. Now from there, I would probably start to go up. That was a corner you used?
Mm-hmm.
And Furthermore, let me highlight that one as well. Now that I'm going to try to use highlights as much as I can. Please remember me to do this. So Furthermore says, I know it's only week and 1.5, or Elf Week, but what are you guys' thoughts so far in general? Do you have some things that you thought you would see that you haven't? Anything you see that you thought you wouldn't? Okay. That's a very good question and hard question to answer, honestly. Because, like you said, it's only 1 week and a half. And my initial thoughts on what I've saw is that, first of all, I'm surprised with the amount of work that has been done with so few time. I'm completely blown away with that. That's first one. And do you have something things that we haven't seen? Well, probably it's too soon just to see a lot of things, but regarding the week theme, for example, week 1 was about terraforming, and I think everyone did an excellent job on that. Now, week 2, I would say it's a bit of terraforming and trying to design the general look, and we're getting into there, and I would say that it's also being pretty much a success. So far, I think everyone is doing really great. I have nothing to point, but maybe we do have some suggestions by week 4, maybe. I don't know, Gibish, what about yourself?
I think that probably I didn't expect that all of the quadrants will be that different. Like, it's the differences are so strong, like right now. Like, I don't know how this happened, but this water, fire, ground, or nature, and maybe air, I don't know. But I just see all of them, and also I didn't expect like these kind of structures. I thought, hey, nobody have time for that. But it's really too cool to see these kind of things.
And anything that you wanted to see but you did not see yet? And did we break? No, we're still online.
I'm thinking. What?
Were you expecting to see something, but it was like, no one did this yet?
I'm not sure.
Maybe from there, I think we can just do some sort of using that diamond tool just to go a bit above. I don't know. I don't know if we might be using too much space from their quadrant to build this. Like, it seems like we're going to take a huge chunk. I was thinking something more simpler. Like, from that corner, we use the diamond-shaped tool and just move, like, closer to the top. And then do just one straight with the OUTR Studios assets, and then move again to the top. Otherwise, I don't think you'll be able to finish that one during this stream, at least.
Yeah. So let's try to figure it out a way. Yeah.
And I was remembering when I was watching first stream of Fred and Ferd, I could tell that he was actually feeling the pressure of having, because Fred and Ferd and Roxy Miguel, they're doing just a bit different. They're like 1 hour each, and then rate each other for that hour. So Roxy Miguel does 1 hour, and Fred and Ferd does 1 hour, and 1 hour just completely flies by. It's super fast, the speed that it goes. Usually I saw King of Crypto doing 2 hours, and then next week it should be Batman doing 2 hours. And 2 hours, it's a more generous time period. I think that by the second hour, you're already warmed up, you already know what you're doing, you're already you're flowing into whatever you build. I think in the first hour you're trying to get in the zone, getting that dynamic of building, and the second hour it's the most productive hour actually. And I saw that you can really get under pressure. Like, okay, I'm on these fixed time limits, and time flies. So it's like trying to speed it up and just try to do it as fast as you can. And what I have to say is just, okay, maybe try to relax and not take it as with that pressure, because when you're relaxed, everything flows much, much faster. And Roxy Miguel says, we try to plan what we will do in the hour, complementing each other's work. That's a very good thing. Only measure twice, build once. And try to be efficient as possible and optimize time.
Well, I really tried to measure first and build second, but actually when you're starting to learn a software, probably this view of things is not very beneficial, because you're doing something like spending time, and later on you like learn that this was wrong way to do it.
Oh yeah. Also,
at least from my experience.
Explore the program, try the program, fail at the program, fail faster, do it wrong faster, so you can do it wrong, so you can do it right also right afterwards. Let me check again. What category are we streaming in?
Should be all right.
Now we are on the sandbox. Okay. Does like to change from time to time. Eat with the program. Well, I've took dinner while playing with this program. Goddamn, my connection is really, really bad today. What's happening?
Mine's too. I don't know why. Maybe something on StreamYard.
Maybe on StreamYard. Is that a pineapple pizza? That's a pineapple pizza.
So many people will be mad.
I don't know why. I don't care. Like, I don't eat with your mouth. You eat what you gotta eat. Like, I'm not going to be mad like because you eat it this way. I don't understand. Actually, I don't. Honestly, I think that's just lack of conversation. Why would someone care if you eat a pizza with pineapple? Or who cares? You eat your pizza, I'll eat mine. We can still be friends.
It's basically at this moment it's just funny to make fun. I don't know.
Just funny to make fun. Okay, yeah.
And with that pineapple, everyone is like, yeah, it's you like it or you don't, but still everyone is like, pineapple pizza.
I like sauerkraut with ham best, not pineapple, but that's the only emoji. I don't know what kraut is. Sauerkraut.
It might be. I once eat this pizza that it has some kind of herb on it. That was so delicious, goddamn. Only the pizza was like a normal pizza, but the herb on it, I don't know what it was, but yeah, the taste nice.
Oh, sauerkraut. I know what this. My dad makes this. He likes this type of stuff a lot. He seems healthy. You deserve a pizza, Bruno. I actually had yesterday a pizza, and I did not eat one for a long, long time. I was happy to get a pizza yesterday. I was like, I deserve a pizza, you know? It's been months since I ate a pizza. You gotta make your soul happy with these type of little things. Sometimes you go like, I just want a pizza, man. I do not eat a pizza for like several months now, and your soul just gets like, pizza. That's what I wanted. Thank you for getting this pizza for the soul. Everyone deserves a pizza. like Offspring. The world is one up pizza. Hey, hey, do that brand new thing. Everyone loves the pizza.
I'm not sure how to implement OUTR Studios assets to this.
So, can you show me where did you come from?
So we come from this place, and there is this connection
from
to
here?
the surface.
Okay. The thing is that you're going on very steep curves.
Mhm.
So you go up and you make a curve, and then use one OUTR Studios asset, which will be like a line forward. Then from there, do another going up and another curve, and then use another asset. So it will be like, yeah, from there you would go up. I don't think there's a need to use there. I think on the next level when you're going up.
I'm thinking which assets it's best to use. Probably this one.
From there probably, and then just use it, for example, like that as a corner, and then continue to go up. Oh, that actually looks cool.
I having a vision, so
okay.
I will try to do it.
You're seeing something there.
Yeah. I don't know. Will it be cool? But at least it will use some of OUTR Studios assets.
I'm just reading the chat and just laughing. I'm getting everyone hungry right now with this conversation.
Actually, yeah, I didn't eat anything today.
God damn it! You should have. Talking with all this, I still got some leftovers of pizza. Getting that pizza after the stream. Oh yeah!
Old pizza.
And we need more. We need more singing. No more singing. Singing is terrible. Every time I sing, so I played music for 22 years, and I always, for some time, I tried to be the lead vocalist in all the bands that I were in, and people are like, "Bruno, please don't murder my ears." And I heard this one time, I was like, "Nah, you just don't. Your ears are broken. I sing perfectly." But then it was like, when you're gathering data, and the response is always the same, so it's like, okay, singing was not made for me. I was not made for singing. But I do enjoy it a lot.
Well, for me, when I hear my voice, I just cringe and want to hide.
I'm used to my cringiness. You should enjoy your cringiness of those dumb things we make.
Yeah. But it's only now that I'm starting to cope with it.
Yeah, we get older to embrace our cringiness.
You're starting to love it, and then just sometimes allowing yourself to be cringy.
Yeah, especially those moments when you do something and everyone around you gets awkward because you do it, so just you become like, what's happening? I do enjoy those moments a lot. Put people in awkward situations just because the sake of it, for the fun.
For me, I don't like to put other people into awkward situations, but probably myself into. Yeah,
no, that's what I meant. I would put myself in an awkward situation, but since that person is with me, it was like, no, I don't know this guy. I don't know him. Like, I'm alone.
My father was like joking with me when we going together side by side, and from other side comes a woman, and he just pushes me into her.
Oh,
it's so funny. God damn it!
what I did at the beginning of the COVID. Vote for Bruno first concert at Underground Master Party. Woo.
Whoa!
Got the guitar there. We can do an acoustic one. But when COVID started, I was still in Angola and had to travel just like in a special flight back to Portugal. And I believe this was still. So I traveled. That was in March, but what I did I think it was in April, and it was the news were like pretty much skeptical. In Portugal, there were not even enough masks for everyone to use. And I think my StreamYard broke. Okay, I think we're back. And what I did, I got so I was also building a studio. So I had painter's outfits. So basically, you're dressing up like you just came out from a laboratory. So I got the goggles, I had the mask, I had the painter outfit that feels like one of those laboratory outfits, pulled all the way, closed up, gloves from the kitchen, and then just the only thing you could actually see was my shoes. So I went like that to the supermarkets. And people were looking at me like, what the hell? Okay, we heard that like there's a new disease called COVID, but what's wrong with this person? That this person is covered like from head to toes. I always go like, people were not using masks back then at that time. And I remember going into the supermarket like that. Even goggles. Like, I remember passing to the people I would go like, people that were unmasked, I would go like very, very vocally. Nah. Another one bites the dust. Oh, this is gone. But not talking to the person, like talking to myself and just going next to it, taking something from the shelf, and the person that was also on that shelf was like, I was like, poor soul, already, this is done. And just grab my stuff and just turn around. The person was just completely like looking at me like, okay, what's happening? And I did this like the run on the supermarket. It was so fun.
Yeah. When COVID came, I saw that in Lithuania someone started to sell astronaut costume for 60,000 euros.
60,000.
Yeah, it's probably a meme, but like the notes that up to it, it's fully hermetic, protects from any like bacterial or any exposure from the outside. You basically like put it on with a bubble, and it's a working space.
It should. If you're meant to be in the outer space with it, well, that's insane. I have to say. But that's just another level, going into the supermarkets on the astronaut suits.
But someone in Lithuania has it, yeah. I was
just
stunned.
Well,
or maybe it's a meme, I don't know.
You can use it for Carnival. You can use it for Halloween, maybe. You can use it when we go to space. You can use it as a collector item for the future. I see plenty of potential of owning like a spaceship suit.
Yeah, of course.
Who'd not want a spaceship suit? I would want one.
Yeah, I would want one, definitely.
I'm not kidding. Why would not we have a spaceship suit? I would love to have one. But back to what you're doing. I got a bit distracted with all of this food about astronauts, pizza, COVID, whatsoever. And you're into something here. And I wanted to know what you're into.
I try to use these two angles, two corner assets to make this kind of just a little part of this cave where there is these structures, and it's not finished, still working, but I somehow feel how it feels like there is a good combination of this steery
so now you're going to clubs, that part,
this kind of cults, this kind of building, I don't know, I will call it blocks, and the other is assets. So this nice combination of block and asset building. So I somehow
I like it. I like that thing you're doing, that you're going down the staircase and just enter like that very narrow space, and it just completely changes the environment.
Just it looks like this part was like maybe before, but this part we definitely dig it and reinforce it for us to go by this. Yeah, of course need to...
There's a wooden plank that you can probably put there.
I'm thinking
these
ones. I really the more time I spend with OUTR Studio Assets, the more I like it.
And you can move it there. Okay.
Really well made. And I think just if you are planning to build more, so modular assets is the way to go. Like if you want to build big maps and maybe sell your experience for other people, like I think modular assets are really useful to make big volume of maps.
That will be a thing, especially when they talked about wrapped experience. I think that's going to be something very cool to see in the future. And it's going to revolutionize the way that creators are working with the game maker. Because imagine you're a solo creator, you do this experience, you got these assets, you go like, okay, this is done, let's see what happens. And you wrap it. And by wrapping, I would say that's creating some sort of token format of the map so that other people will be like, okay, I bought this wrapped experience and I just have to unwrap it on my game maker. So it will be like a finished experience that's already to be played like that. It will be in some sort of form of NFT, I believe.
I really like the part that you can wrap your assets inside it, because asset as its own, you have to know how to use it. But once you and if, for example, there is no wraps, so basically if you buy a land and that land uses some sort of asset, so you have to buy all of those assets. So there's many transactions, many work, and just a lot of nuisance. And I think this wrapped thing of map of experiences with assets is just I think that's, at least I want it. And I think other people also want it because it's super convenient. At least if I see a very nice experience, I can buy it. Like wrap
and
it,
you have to do nothing. It's
exactly. I can use it.
Yeah.
Because at the current stage, it's still a process. You're still probably better off to just paying someone to do all of that. And as an investor, I think I'm not an investor into that, but I think of people who want to invest. So for them, it's super convenient.
Yeah, I think that way as well. Not only if you're an investor, but like, hey, you want to have an experience and you just don't know and you are looking like, oh my God, I just love this build. I want to have, imagine you just bought yourself a 3x3 and you want to make something very cool out of it. And you just go like, you know what? This is going to be some sort of playground. And I want to get this experience, to have them, to play with my friends, to make some parties, to make I'm going to making a new stream channel that's I'll be buying some experiences, testing it out, doing parties there. I don't know, but that's going to be the future. It's going to it's going to give at least tools for the creators. And I think that's going to be the most important part. Those tools for the creator. I think it's going to provide such a strong, I actually like those planks out there. They were looking good. They were giving a nice touch. Yeah, look at that. I don't know how you feel about those. Maybe
I don't. I think it should be like many situations, like somewhere like that one, other place like that one. But I really like when other people say I like this. Then I know that some like this. Yeah.
At least someone like this. Yeah, that's valid. Yeah, I'd say it looks good. There's a personal touch there. Something else that's happening. But yeah, basically imagine you're just able to constantly be providing experiences and new content. Yeah, those planks also look good to appear on there. And with that, if you're a creator, you can just keep building, making experience, wrap those experience and sell them. So with OUTR Studios assets, basically, if you're selling and you are creating all of this, it will go to the new owner as well. If you're selling a wrapped experience, which will be very, very much easy for the buyer sides.
Probably to wrap an experience, it will cost a little bit of gas, and it will put all of your assets out of your wallet into that wrapped experience.
Well, it will be matic.
Yeah. It might be.
No, it will be the transition to Polygon. We already got the lands on Polygon. We have been announced that assets will also be transitioned to Polygon. So I would say it's a matter of when, not a matter of what or if. Yeah, it's not a matter of if. Yeah. So yeah, when that happens, that transition to Polygon and all assets are on Polygon, I think it will be much easier because gas fees, like you were saying, it does not take much time in getting that wrapped experience. And for the buyer, for the commissioned work, for example, just having to approve it in one experience, like just one click, buy it and you get it all as a combo, as a wrap up. I think it's very, very, very convenient. And it will be also, I think it will provide a lot of things, like in terms of metrics, it will also provide a lot of cool stuff. For example, imagine Alpha Season 3. There were about 96 maps, then we had some extras, so let's round it. We had 100 experiences in Alpha Season 3. Now imagine that those experiences that were in Alpha Season 3, they were already wrapped versions of the maps. So that the whole map, everything included, all the logic, all decoration, all NFTs included, they were all in this wrapped experience. And this is a token. It means that this token is in someone's wallet. The owner wallet, the community wallet, the DAO wallet, whatever, in a wallet. Which means that same wallet, you can enter it on OpenSea and see what's inside the wallet. And if it's an NFT, it will be eligible to get offers. Now imagine you're watching all of those 100 maps in Alpha Season 3. You were actually able to bid on those. You would be like, you know what? I love this experience. In my case, one of my favorite experiences was Shadows of the Ices from OUTR Studios. I really liked that type of experience and what you can do there in terms of a competition of trying to get better in the high score in the leaderboard. I really like what they're doing, and it would be like, that's a wrapped version because it will have to be. That's how it seems to be the progress of the sandbox. And from there, it's be like, oh, you know what? I really like this experience. I'm going to throw a bit at it, and it's going to be cool to see that data of being able to actually see how much an experience would value. And with that data, creators will also be able to make way better budgets in terms of their creations. There will be a much better tool to actually value the time, the work, the skill, the assets on that experience. And in terms of what that creator has to offer, you can say like, hey, you know what? The past 5 experiences I did, all of those, they were sold over 100 Ethereum. That's my value in terms of creating. That's what people are willing to pay for my creations, to make maps on the sandbox. So if you want to have your custom map built for you, it will cost you this, because this is what people are accepting to pay to me to buy, not a custom map, but an already built map. Something I did for my own sake, for my own fun.
Also,
so
one thing,
it will be.
Or it's I think very.
Lost. I'm back.
Oh, yeah. If we need
God
link.
damn it! I'll send you the link.
But also for programmers, for those who are good at programming games, I think wrapping the experience also unlocks a lot of potential for having good skills for making good logic.
Just selling like logic, an empty
selling
map,
just logic, empty map with like RNG in it or something. Like presets.
Oh, that is smart. That is smart, and that's valid. That's very cool. Yeah, that will allow like to specialize as well.
Yeah, of course, especially like to specialize is probably. Well, in the sandbox family, I think it's not huge now, but I think once the bull market is here, I think we will see a lot of people Yeah.
It's going to be different for sure. Okay, let me get you the link again.
And I think maybe Sandbox does not even need a bull run. I think once we're on mobile,
it's enough.
Yeah, it's. I one day I'm just sitting in my bed and I was just thinking, right now I feel like playing Sandbox on my phone, just sitting in my bed,
Exploring the maps,
laying in my bed, just chilling, getting ready before sleep, just have a 15 minutes to do something, and I was chill. Hell yeah, I can do some kind of jumps, run around, maybe earn some sand. Yeah, that's cool. That's what about. Yeah, so yeah.
That will be cool when it's on mobile.
Mobile will be for me, first thing to download.
Sandbox will make the bull run happen. When we go mobile, the bull run is starting. I don't know, this is a wild guess, but I would not be surprised if by unlocking the sandbox and boarding millions of players, I would not be surprised if there was a lot of people that would get into crypto just because of sandbox. I would not be surprised.
Why I think very much people are interested into Sandbox because of Snapdog. For me, I always saw Snapdog as a really cool creator, and he's really going forwards and as a creator. And I really like what I see in Sandbox regarding music. I really love it. First thing that why I came to Sandbox, it was I wanted to get to deadmau5 concert on the Sandbox, and I was I was starting to explore. Okay, what can I do with the software? So I saw that deadmau5 is making a concert on the Sandbox, and I was just Sandbox. What's Sandbox? All right, so they have this vox edit tool, this game maker. I was showing this to Gush, and and then we started.
And then Gush started to work first on the Sandbox, and then only Givesh came afterwards.
Because I was still working in dental, and I was really having bad time there. He just said, "Fuck it, man. Let's go build something."
And thank God you went to build something. Now the Misty Mountain has not magically, with a lot of work appears. And building complete stuff, it does require some time, but I think in the end it's much worth it. It doesn't matter if it's on an early stage. I think that's quality work. It speaks for itself, I would say. And in the end, it gets appreciated for that.
And I have to be very, very grateful that I am part of the Pickaxe Master team. It's really, if not for Gush, probably it won't be that way. Everything I know about building happened with the Pickaxe Master. So,
it was an environment to build and to learn. And I remember when we first talked, and when I first talked with everyone on the team, actually, it was like, hey, you know what? We're all new here, so if you have at least the drive and the desire to learn and to build, I think that's all it takes. When we started, I did not understand anything about the game maker. I still don't understand nothing about the vox edits. I'm terrible at designing, and I'm not going to pretend that I do understand about vox edit, because I don't. But we were all pretty much noobs at everything we're doing. Well, you could see that there was a talent there on everyone's work, but in terms of experience, it was like everything was brand new for everyone. And that was like, okay, at least you have the drive and you have the passion to build and to make something. That's more than enough, because experience, skills, everything else will come with just spending time here. And I would say that probably that happened with everyone. And the same to you. The more you use the program, the more proficient you'll be at the program. So a better builder you'll be, either at vox edit, either at game maker doing map building and decoration and just terraforming, or making logic. I don't know, there's so many things you can get good at.
Well, I'm not thinking that presets will be able to solve that you could be able to sell presets. I think that they're putting that idea way further with wrapping experiences. Just answering to Fred and Ferd idea of think about selling presets. I was thinking about that, but when I understood what does it mean to wrap a experience, like like you don't want to sell your like you cannot do that much with a preset, probably, I guess.
I don't think you can sell that preset as an asset, but you can have an experience, a logic that requires a lot of presets, and they all will be imbued with that wrapped experience. But hey, this is all wild guesses, by the way.
Yeah, wild guesses, just thoughts. And
Alex said that wrapping the experience isn't a for sure thing either. Yeah, at this stage, anything isn't sure. And by the way, I sent you a new link. Give it.
Oh, sorry, Bruno.
No, it's all good. Yeah,
you should be right up.
It's not a sure thing yet, but they have it at least in their thinking that they want to do that. They want to implement that.
All right. So, oh, a block right here. How does it look? So we made some sort of pathway. Let's try it. So I already saved it. Let's save it.
Let's try and play. I like the fact that it gives more dynamic feel to it. It feels like you go in a straight line and you're going in something that's being supported, and then you just go up some stairs and then continue on that format. Okay, let's see. Let's go to Carrot Rose Quadrant and Crafter.
So this is the pathway that we did right here.
Maybe down. There's
down
2 layers.
Yeah, right here. Okay. So this is a pathway that we made a little bit bigger. Yeah, and right here, well, this part probably, yeah. But we have this quite narrow entrance, so we have 3 blocks of height. Then it goes to 4, and then it goes back to 3. 3 right here, 4 right here, and 3, yeah, goes back to 3, and then it goes, a bit
all more. The way. Yeah, I like this as well. And now you're here. It's just a different way of making the path, not being all blocky, just only stairs going all the way through, and you have
sorry to interrupt you, Bruno. I will just add one more thing, and it will be how much time I have. 1 minute. I've started 5 minutes later. So I will use boulder from the top just to hide that gap that is there. Of course, I would not like to do that because we don't use the most faces of the asset. And I don't think that this is a good suggestion to do, but I feel like it will add some like in some sort of thing that it does not look like just placed there, like it will
breaking the pattern.
Yeah, but I probably just want to hide this this corner, which does not. It looks all right, but I think with assets we're able to hide it. So, and right now I will just remove some blocks just to use more of those faces from that asset. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Do we have here a hole? We do. I do not like that.
Let's close it. Yeah, you don't want to get your avatar stuck in there. Nope.
Exactly. Yeah, one of the things.
Roxy Miguel is saying he's looking at the Pickaxe Master timeline on the website, and he realized that the year is almost over. Yeah, the year is almost over. And this roadmap, yeah, it feels like when you first put a roadmap, you're thinking, if everything goes right, you have no setbacks, and everything goes according to plan. You have no bugs, nothing to fix, and it just goes on a straight line. But we figured out that making roadmaps and reality are two different things. It's not like you don't want to deliver those, but sometimes it's not as fast or as easy as you wished or you hoped, and it gets delayed just because you're still building those features. And that happened to us. We had to review our roadmap. It was too ambitious for everything that we're doing. I would say it's a logic, the mining logic. It's rather complicated. It does need a lot of tests. I don't know. We got to a place that it was optimal. It was working 100%, and it was on 0.6.23. Then we got presets, and they changed a lot of things. For example, delay between messages. It used to be the minimum value, it would be -2. Now the minimum value is 1. And since you have a logic that is reliant on timing, so there's no script, there's nothing that triggers other things automatically, everything is based on a timer event throughout all the stages of the logic. Now they change the timings. Of course, your logic is going to get different. It's going to behave different. And you have to test every single part of the logic to make sure that everything is working again as intended. And being, for example, the mining logic, it's a logic that it's divided into 3 different steps. So when you trigger the logic, there's 3 different things that happen at the same time. And then we have some sort of checkpoints within that logic to see if everything that was checked, it was correct, and it move on to the next one. Since you got 3 different logics working at the same time, and you want at the end that they will collide, the timings will collide into a perfect timing that will allow all the events to be triggered, and then be able to restart the logic and continue to mine. Now, all of these timings of the delay between intervals, they've changed. So we have to review all again, all the timings, all the delays, all the response on the plants and health behavior. How much time does it take for every asset to die, to respawn? The delay between messages again. Now that we don't have -1 and we have 1 as a bare minimum, now we have to add more delay to all the other types of logic. And it just takes a lot of tests just to keep it going. And Roxy Miguel is asking, how do we see the coming year for the Pickaxe Master? Well, I have to say that we're pretty much excited. We see a lot of good things happening. I believe that completing the map that we're doing right now, it's the first milestone into everything else that we'll be building, and it will be super, super, super cool to get into the next year with this map finished, which means that we see it going to Alpha Season 4. That's what we're aiming and what we would be expecting to happen. We want to afterwards to build the digital board game version as well, so there's some more extra games that you can also play. And with that, we want to have at least those 2 functional modes, which are the mining seasons on the sandbox. It's a play-to-earn event, and then the play-to-earn tournaments on the websites. So it will be free-to-play modes, and for people that own a pickaxe, they will be able to enter the play-to-earn tournaments as well. So at least those would be the 2 main goals to have it, I would say, in the first 6 months of next year. And for the other 6 months, we'll be also be building new maps. For example, the crafting hub. These will be for the social hub, this map, and also we were going to have a map which will be for multiplayer PvP. So we want to get at least those maps ready to whenever we have those functions unlocked, which will be multiplayer PvP, we have the map ready to get that experience out. So next year we want to do also the avatar launch and mint, so that you can own an avatar to participate in that same league that will be on the PvP map. And I would say that would be the goal for next year, to get the avatar launch, to get the PvP and the crafting map done, to get the website board game, the digital board game version. And I would be happy if by 2023 we're able to get all of those starting. Some are dependent to us, some are not, but Alpha Season 4 and having the game debuted and having the mining seasons seems perfectly feasible. Having the digital board game for the board, so having the board game digital version on the websites, it also seems very much feasible to be doing it. So to get the maps completed and done for crafting and for PvP, it also seems feasible. If they will be able to be playable, that's something that's not completely up to us, because we also dependent on the game maker updates. But having by the end of next year the PvP league running as well, I think I would be very happy if we could have all of that working already by the end of 2023. And at least we'll be aiming for that. And Gibash, we're into 2 hours. I think that OUTR Studios should be entering any time. I don't know, let me check with them, because they said they will do another stream right after we do this one. I know that they've got more tips and trips on how to use OUTR Studios assets, and maybe just get some myths out of the way of stuff that you could not do on previous versions of Game Maker, but now you can actually do those. So I'm going to say that whenever they are ready to go online, we'll be raiding them to continue this party into the Underground Masters. So we're pretty much getting close to the end of week number 2. We still got 4 weeks ahead. And if all of this was built with 1 week and half, let's say, I don't know how it's going to look in 6 weeks forward, honestly. But we're going to make a time lapse with the videos, and it's going to be super cool to show the evolution of this map throughout these 6 weeks. I'm very, very excited to get to that moment. Yeah, and every time that I try to minimize, I'm breaking this music. Let's keep it stable like that. And Fredenford says logic in Game Maker is like mechanical engineer. It's a little bit. Everything it's connected, and one thing makes the other turn, and then the other thing makes other things turn. Oh, this is the pathway you did. To go up there. Okay.
It's a bit could be a bit easier to go there.
I would leave it for Characters and Crafted to see it afterwards, like what they want to do.
Yeah, today our time is over. I think I spend 1 minute too much, and though we other creators get 1 hour and we get 2 hours, so trying not to overuse it. Whoa, that was a long drop.
Yeah, that is a long drop. I think that after they take out also this ruler, the marker on the ground, you'll be able to fall directly there. I don't know if it's what they're... you got in the trap.
So funny.
So let's also leave these last minutes. I just wanted to go because I wanted to save this last one while we wait for OUTR Studios to go live. So Gibash has also started its own channel, and we'll be doing some streams to, I don't know, what will you be doing during your streams on your channel? Please go there, put a follow.
So probably I will try to learn a lot about Vox Edit, try a lot of things with Game Maker. It's basically just the things I do behind the scenes, just probably streaming. And probably one more thing is I want to get closer with all of this family and to engage more. And I feel like this is the way to go. So I want to do some tutorials, like the previous one that I did was on inverse kinematics on Vox Edit, how to make your own rig to have a person like all rigged. I will do it again because I didn't manage to record it. And also I want to do a lot of tutorials about Blender. So it's a free software that we can use in many form or way. So if you're not interested, of course, I understand, but maybe some people it will help just to make some easy renders or something. Easy download, maybe even to share some Blender files. Do you just open up camera, set it up, because I understand that Blender is very hard software to learn. Sorry. Also, I want to learn more about VoxEdit, so that's also that. Yeah.
So if you want to get some tutorials and to discover programs at the same time as Gibbous is also discovering VoxEdit, getting some tutorials on renders as well, just get that follow, and yeah, show some love. Whenever Gibbous is online, just come there, say hi, and talk a bit with him. So now, Gibbous, we'll be wrapping up the stream. We got OUTR Studios that's already live, so I think it's time for us to wish a good weekend to everyone and continue this party over at OUTR Studios stream. Gibbous, you want to say some last words before we go into the weekend?
Yeah. Of course. Thank you everyone for being here, watching here, sticking till the end, and as always, I hope we will meet on Monday. Have a good weekend. Have everything going your right way, and yeah, thank you, Bruno, for being here. Yeah, don't know what. It's still
always a pleasure.
Still new. Yeah.
Always a pleasure.
Thank you, fam, for being here. It's a pleasure, yeah.
It is. And thank you, everyone, for sticking by throughout these 2 hours of stream. I hope that you enjoyed the program that we did and this contest that we're running with OUTR Studios. This is the Underground Master. With that, it's about Pickaxe Master and an underground kit from OUTR Studios. So Underground Master, where we get, nonetheless, master builders, master creators. We got here King of Crypto, Batman TV, Crafter, Carrot Rose, Fred and Ferd, Roxy Miguel, OG Shakespeare, Maddox, a talented, amazing, quality roster and creators over here. So, I want to wish you a good weekend. I hope that you have a lot of fun, and we will see, hopefully, again on Monday. So, have a great weekend, everyone, and let's continue and hop on to OUTR Studios.
See ya, fam.
Family, cheers.
In ancient times, the secret mountain was sealed by the dwarf titans with 5 powerful.
Let's skip that boring part and let's dig into business. I need your help.
Hey, where am I? This is a bit different from what I visited earlier.
Hey, come here quick.
Oh, me?
Yes, you.
How dare you to interrupt my story? I am the mountain.
Well, as I was saying, this is the Misty Mountain and has 2 things about it. One, it's filled with golds and diamonds.
And there is some kind of weird magic. What was the last part?
Instead, you can mine any dwarf streams, and all you need is a pickaxe.
Any dwarf streams?
Oh, goddammit.